Kraken bag, as you can see. Alright, nice little zipper on the top. Inside we have the shirt. Feels pretty nice, not gonna lie. It's just got the cool little tag. I honestly might keep that just because it's like my first order from these guys. And this is the back of the shirt. Kraken bodybuilding. Go ahead and throw it on. It's supposed to be oversized, but I got a large just in case it happens to shrink. Okay, yeah. It's a pretty basic, generic, just an oversized tee. Give you guys a lower perspective. So it's just a generic, hangs down. I like the material, honestly. It's not like heavy, but it's also not that super athletic-y stuff. This is the back. Yeah. If you guys want to support me in any way, just head on over to Kraken Athletics and use my discount code. It's just InLike, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check what it is. There might be a dot in there, but I'll put it in the description of the YouTube video. I'll put like a link to their thing as well. What is up, fellas? Today we have 2 huge updates and then just kind of a yap sesh towards the end. First huge update is obviously the intro. I did an unboxing of a shirt. It is from Kraken Athletics. That is, I am now an athlete for Kraken Athletics. That's the first big announcement. The second big announcement is that I have finally given up on my ego and pretending that I know everything, and I've gotten a coach. 2 weeks ago, by the time I post this, I created a video called Pride vs. Purpose. Thank you guys for the support on that one, by the way. It got like 30 views, which isn't that insane, but a sixth of the people that watched it gave it a like and like actually watched it all the way through. I can see how long people like watch the videos. So thank you guys for the support on that one. It really helps when I yap something up and you guys like enjoy it. So, that was big. But I got a coach, as I mentioned in that video 2 weeks ago. First day was today on his program. Had me do some basic squats, had me do 2 new movements. I did walking lunges, which were totally killer. I've never done those before, but they suck in like the best way. I like them a lot, but they're really hard. I also tried a new like adductor movement, which was really hard, like adductor raises. If any of you know what that is, you can like look it up, but it's pretty tough. I do believe that this new programming, this new intensity, this new like routine is going to make some pretty crazy strength gains. So I'm excited to see what I put up in 3 months, right? Yeah, 3 months from now. 2? I don't know. I don't remember when the meet is, but at my meet, I'm curious to see what I put up. Yeah, so those are the 2 big announcements. I'm going to go back to the sponsorship and just talk about like what it means to me, right? Because being sponsored is cool. Obviously, like I didn't really care who reached out to me, but the fact that anyone did, definitely kind of like gratifies everything that I've been doing. Like I've been posting for 3 years on TikTok and nobody's ever like given me any acknowledgement that I was so consistent or that I was doing anything like that. And I'm not trying to like glaze myself or anything. But it's just, it's huge to get reached out to by a company and they're like, hey, we really like your stuff. We like how long you've been posting. Would you want to be a representative of our brand? Like, hell yeah, of course I would. Um, yeah, it's just huge, massive even. But yeah, that's all I got for the life updates. I'm gonna talk about. I'm now gonna shift to like my talking point of the video today. Now that we're past all of the talking points, I had an idea for a video like a week and a half ago called "Don't Ever Let It Be You," and I kind of just like forgot about it. But it like just recently came back to me when I was opening this shirt, or when I got the like ping on my phone that it had gotten to my house. Don't ever let it be you, man. Like if other people put you down, they're dorks. Like if you're trying to do something that you enjoy and you're getting put down by somebody, 50% of the time it's because they like wouldn't do what you're doing for whatever reason. Like it can be good, it can be bad, whatever. But they just wouldn't do what you're doing. So like they can try and put you down, but you just shouldn't let that affect you. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna do that. That's just how it is. I've dealt with a lot of that on like the TikTok. People just like making fun of it. Just do you, man. Do what makes you happy. You know. But there's so many things in life that are out of your control that'll happen. Like you'll lose people. Um, you'll get injured. You'll like get broken up with. You'll have a hard time in school. You'll miss your family when you're at school, or you'll get cut from the team, or whatever, man. Like there's so many things that are out of your control completely, right? So when it comes to like your mindset and how you think of what you're doing, that's like one of the few things that you do have complete control over. So like when it comes to shit that limits you, right? Like injuries, whatever, like failed relationships, all that stuff, like don't ever let yourself be one of those limiting factors. Don't ever tell yourself like, "Oh man, I can't do this. Like I can't get an A in this class. Like it's so hard. I'm having such a tough time like or I don't want to put the time in to do the homework. You know what I mean? I want to go out this weekend." It's like you could do both. You know what I mean? Like people think you have to pick one or the other. Like anytime you think about a change, you immediately jump to like the negative, right? So it's like in the gym, um, anytime I go on a cut, right? Like I'm gonna look sick after like 4 or 5 weeks, but I'm gonna be weak, and my mind immediately goes to like that you're gonna be weak, you shouldn't cut, like it's not gonna be fun. Or when I bulk, like right now I'm on a bulk, I'm bulking up, I'm 190 pounds at like 5'8". That's pretty tubby. Like I'm getting into like the dangerous range as I approach 200 pounds. But like I'm trying to focus on the positive, right? Like I'm competing and I need to be strong, so I might as well put on some weight. You know what I mean? It's okay if I get a little heavier than I want to be for a little bit. Just try to focus on the positive instead of like I could tell myself, I could be like, man, you're just fat. Like give up on the bulk. Just do cardio every day. You should do your cardio every day. Do cardio every day. But like you shouldn't be bulking. Like you just look like shit. Like you're not as strong as you should be. Whatever. Like you could say that to yourself. No one's gonna stop you from saying that. But what do you achieve from that? Like all you do is miss out on opportunities. So don't ever be the guy that's talking you down. That's just so stupid. You don't gain anything from that. At the very least, be neutral. Be like, I'm getting fat on this bulk, but I'm getting strong. Like try to throw a positive in there with a negative if that's the best you can do. But don't ever let it be you. Don't place limits on yourself, because limits, like most of the time, they're just mindset. Like you're telling yourself you can't do something, you're not gonna do it. Like you're not gonna be able to do it if you tell yourself you can't. But if you wake up every fucking day and you're like, man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pass this class. I'm gonna get a blank GPA. I'm gonna compete at this meet and put up X pounds. I'm gonna lose this amount of weight. Whatever it is, man, if you tell yourself that you can do it and you truly believe that, bro, like you can make unreal levels of change in unreal periods of time. Like you just gotta respect the process. Like nothing happens immediately. That's how it is. But what brought this up for me was just getting a sponsorship. Like I thugged out 3 years of nothing happening, trying to reach out to companies, and they were like, no, like we don't really want you. Like you don't have a big enough following. But then I got reached out to by a smaller company because I'm a smaller creator. But just sticking with it, like believing that one day it would happen is what got me here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope everybody who's in college just had a great winter break. I hope everybody who is in high school, I think you guys have like midterms coming up or something. I hope that goes well. And just try to stay positive. Try to push yourself. Never tell yourself you can't do something. And just keep doing what you love. See you guys around.